So hello guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Mohammad Rahat, and in today's video I'm gonna give you the honest and the brutal review of this iPhone 17 Pro. I know I'm late, very late to this game. The new iPhone 18 gonna be launching soon in the month of September, in just 1 month, and I just got my hand on this phone like last month, and I've been using this phone ever since. And I wanna clarify one thing about this review. This gonna be just I'm not gonna we're not gonna dive into the specification of this phone that you can see on this Apple you can see on the Apple website, or you can see by other users, but I'm gonna talk about the experience that I have with this phone. If you talk about the size of this phone come with a 6.2-inch display, and that's a very sweet spot for me because I can hold this phone in just one hand and use it for my daily commute, and that's best for me. That size, that's the best size. But if you talk about the see, this phone is a very bulky phone, and it's weighed around maybe like 206 gram, and but it's a very boxy phone, like if you look at this, but the round edges and everything, it gives you a very solid grip, and that's the best thing about that I feel, because it gives you a very solid grip and you feel like I'm feel very comfortable using it around everywhere, because I'm a very clumsy person. I drop phone everywhere now and then, so I feel this give me a very security, it give me a security that I feel comfortable holding this phone everywhere. And the next thing that we can talk about is the color of this phone. I have this phone in like I can say this is a navy blue color. I have this phone, and that's the best color that I have seen in this phone. If we talk about the color, I'm gonna rate this navy blue at the completely from my heart. That's the best color that has touched my heart. I really enjoy this color. This look very elegant. But if I have to rate the color, I'm gonna rate this at the top, at the first, and then at the second spot I'm gonna give to the silver color. That's look very classical and it gives you a very classical feel. And at the third spot I'm gonna, it's a very controversial opinion, that's just my opinion, my personal preference, but the cosmic orange color, I'm gonna give the third spot to that color. Why? I think so that's a very flashy color. If you want to flex around, if you want to tell people from very far that I have the latest phone, I have the latest phone ever, I have 17 Pro, I think so cosmic orange do that job. But for me, I don't really like that color. That's too flashy for me. That's just my personal opinion, and I'm gonna be honest, I really enjoy this color and I've gone with this. But if you like that color, you can go with any color you like. And if we talk about the design of this phone, this you can see that pop up around the camera, this gives its unique to this series, a 17 series, because if you look at the last few series, the bulk has been, there has not been bulk, but the camera, the three cameras out there, they give you, if you look closely, the three cameras of 16, 15 and 14, 13, if you talk about that, there you can't tell the difference between this phone, because for me I can't tell the difference between this phone, but this box around here, it gives it uniqueness to 17 Pro model. And if we talk about the as I was talking about the display, 6.2 display, I haven't gone with the Pro Max model. Why? It's a very large phone, but it gives you more battery, better cameras. But for me, for day-to-day use, I think so Pro model is the best model for because of the size and because of the everything around it, because I'm not such of a videographer or a video shooter. I'm not shooting video every now and then, or I'm recording. I have that, I'm not using that for purpose, so I'm just using the camera for my day-to-day use, like taking selfie with friends or going out. So this won't do the best job for me. But if you have a lot of work surrounding, if your work is surrounded by going to studio, recording, shooting, and if you are doing YouTube or different platform and your work revolves around that, you can go with the 17 Pro model. And if you like that, if you have very big hands, you can go with the Pro Max model. But for me, for my hands, this size, this camera is very much that I need it. And if you talk about the design of the display, if you talk about the display, I really enjoyed. I was confused about this display. I can't say I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but I was I'm gonna be honest, I was using OnePlus Pro before 17 Pro. So OnePlus come with a very curvy display, and that was a very futuristic display. you look at the phone and you'll be like, oh, that's a very futuristic phone. But I was confused that it comes with a flat display. So I was confused, like I can't use that. I have been so attached to that phone, so I was really nervous. But after using that iPhone 17 Pro for 1 month, I think so I'm very comfortable, and I really enjoy the elegant and the flat display. But for me, the 7 Pro curved display was something else, but it does not come with this. But this phone overall is steal. I really enjoyed this phone, and with this price range, this phone do fulfill its needs and everything that revolve around it. And what else we can talk about? The graphical interface that we have, the user interface I'm gonna talk about. It's feel very lively, and because the 7 Pro that I was using was launched back in 2019, after 6 to 7 years, there have been a lot of changes, and I really enjoyed the this fluid dynamics. I did not feel because it's a flagship. I didn't feel any lag. I didn't feel the performance wise this phone is fast as hell, and everything revolving around it is perfect because it's the latest flagship phone out there. If what else can we talk about? If we talk about the camera display, I really enjoy the feature that has been revolving around that you can use the front and the back camera at the same time, and that thing I really enjoyed about this phone, and I was really into it. I was thinking, oh yes, that's something new. You have cinematic mode, you have portrait mode, and you have other options as well in this model. So what else we can talk about? And the storage is, I have this with 256 GB storage. It comes with 512 GB and 1 TB, 2 TB, and there are different categories. But for me, for a day-to-day user, I think so 256 GB was more than enough for me because I don't have too much for phone. I'm talking about just the general public that have this phone that need to shift from any other phone to this phone. I'm talking about that. If you are a very critical, you are watch MKBHD or Marcus Brown, I'm gonna say, if you look at that users, they are very critic, and their observations and their review is very honest with you. It's very detailed. But I'm gonna talk about generally. We are talking about generally. This phone is best for day-to-day use. If you look at everything that I have experienced about this phone, is great, and it's very elegant and everything, because I was shifting from OnePlus. So if you talk about, do you need to change your phone every now and then, every year, with a new model coming out like next month? No, I don't think so. You have to shift because this phone can go easily can go for next 3 to 4 years. You can easily use this phone, this variant. If you really want to change, you can change after 2 years. For me, I really can't change phone every 6 months or every new year, every new flagship. You don't have to chase that run. You don't have to go into that run. So overall experience has been excellent. We have talked about the camera. Cameras are great in this model, but if you want better display, you can go with the Pro Max model. If you design wise, it's great. I really enjoyed this, and the compact size, it's a very bulky phone as compared to Air models. But that doesn't give you the security of holding the phone very comfortably. And the display wise, the best. It didn't have the curved display that I like. I was like, I needed that. But the futuristic, but the flat display is great. I'm using that phone, and that's great. And everything, the performance wise, this phone is a win-win situation. It satisfies its price range because it's a flagship, the new 17 Pro. So, and there is one major issue that I want to talk about. The issue was people were facing was the scratch issues, the color. In the color category, people, I have seen the videos on the online and on the internet. People were saying that the color was coming off. That was one of the main issues in this phone. People were like, the color was scratching. They were scratching, and they were be like, oh, this color is not. What can I say? It's coming off, and you can see the scratch mark on this phone. But I have been using this phone for the last month. But I'm gonna be honest, I was using this phone with a phone cover. I can't afford to lose this phone or break this phone, so it gives me a security that this phone not gonna break easily with just a slight nudge or a slight drop. but people are saying they are seeing scratches, but for me I haven't seen any scratches. As you can see, this phone is brand new because I haven't experienced that anything. For me, that's not a problem because I'm using the phone. I have used this phone very roughly. I've been using, keeping it in my bag, in my pocket, and everywhere, on my desk or everything. I've been carrying this around, but I haven't seen any scratches or marks on this phone right now till now. I don't know, maybe I'm using this with cover. People are using this phone naked, so that's why they have feel it. And I think so I have talked everything about this phone that I have to say. And this phone is great. You can purchase it if you want, if it sit in your price range. uh, there are more options. If you don't have the price range, there are different options in different price range. We can talk about them also. If I ever get the chance, we will talk about them soon. So that's all from my side. I think so I have talked and cover everything that I can. We have talked about camera, display, performance wise. These come with the latest shape, the AI series, and everything is for me, for day to day user. This phone is a win-win situation. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Till then, goodbye.